The glossy ibis is a striking wading bird known for its iridescent plumage. This species has an extensive and ancient lineage, with fossil records dating back millions of years, making it one of the oldest ibis species still in existence. Its name glossy reflects the bird's glossy, metallic-looking feathers, especially prominent during the breeding season. Originally thought to have evolved in the Old World, particularly Africa or southern Eurasia, the glossy ibis has gradually expanded its range over time. Today, it is a cosmopolitan species, found on almost every continent except Antarctica. The species has become increasingly widespread in the Americas, where it was once rare, and has now established strong populations, particularly in the southeastern United States, Central America, and parts of South America. Glossy ibises prefer wetland habitats, including freshwater and brackish marshes, swamps, riverbanks, rice fields, and shallow lakes. They are highly adaptable and can thrive in both natural and man-made wetlands. These birds usually nest in colonies, often alongside other wading birds like herons and egrets, building their nests in reeds, low shrubs, or trees near water. Their dependence on wetlands makes them vulnerable to habitat loss due to draining and development, though their adaptability has helped them maintain a relatively stable global population. The glossy ibis is a medium-sized wading bird with a slender and elegant build. It has long legs adapted for walking through wetlands and a long, down-curved bill that it uses to probe mud and shallow water for food. The body is streamlined, allowing for graceful flight, often seen gliding with outstretched neck and legs. In terms of color, the glossy ibis is most notable for its iridescent plumage. From a distance, it may appear dark brown, but up close, especially in sunlight, its feathers reveal stunning shades of metallic green, bronze, and purple. During the breeding season, adults develop a rich chestnut or maroon color on the neck and body, with even more vibrant sheen on their wings. Non-breeding and juvenile birds are duller, with more brown and less gloss. The average size of a glossy ibis ranges from 48 to 66 centimeters in length, with a wingspan of about 80 to 105 centimeters. They are relatively lightweight for their size, typically weighing between 485 to 580 grams. Their combination of slender structure, iridescent colors, and elegant movement makes them one of the more visually striking birds found in wetland areas. The glossy ibis is a social and highly gregarious bird, often found in flocks both during the breeding and non-breeding seasons. These flocks can range from small groups to large gatherings of hundreds of birds, especially during migration or while foraging. Glossy ibises are also known to mix with other wading bird species such as herons, egrets, and spoonbills, showing a high tolerance for communal living. In flight, glossy ibises are graceful and direct, usually flying in V-shaped formations or long lines, similar to geese. This flight pattern helps reduce air resistance and allows them to cover long distances efficiently. They are migratory in many parts of their range, especially in temperate regions, where they travel between breeding and wintering grounds. However, in tropical or subtropical areas, they may remain resident year-round if conditions are favorable. On the ground or in shallow water, they move with slow, deliberate steps, often seen walking in unison while probing the mud with their long bills. Their movements appear calculated and elegant, giving them a composed presence in wetland habitats. Despite their calm demeanor, glossy ibises can become quite vocal and animated in colonies, communicating through a series of grunts and croaks, particularly during periods of disturbance or social interaction. Glossy ibises are also adaptable and opportunistic, capable of adjusting to changes in their environment. This has helped them expand their range and thrive in both natural and man-made wetlands, such as rice paddies and drainage ditches. Their behavior reflects a balance of elegance, resilience, and social cooperation, making them a fascinating species to observe in the wild. The glossy ibis is generally a quiet bird compared to some of its more vocal wetland neighbors, but it does produce a variety of sounds, especially when part of a large colony. Its typical vocalizations include grunts, croaks, and low guttural sounds, often described as rough and raspy rather than melodic. These calls are most commonly heard during interactions with other ibises. such as during social disputes, flight takeoffs, or when returning to nesting areas. In a breeding colony, glossy ibises can become quite noisy. The birds use their vocalizations to establish territory, communicate with mates, or warn others of intruders. Their calls serve an important role in maintaining social order within dense colonies, which often include several different wading bird species. The overall soundscape of a breeding site is a mix of low grumbles, soft honks, and croaking noises, creating a constant background murmur. Outside of the breeding season, glossy ibises are much quieter. While foraging in wetlands or flying in flocks, they rarely call unless startled or disturbed. When alarmed, they may emit short, sharp croaks as a warning to the group before taking flight. Their vocal behavior is more functional than musical, used mainly for short-distance communication and social coordination rather than long-range singing. Their relatively subdued and rough vocal nature reflects their peaceful, communal lifestyle, where visual cues and flock behavior often speak louder than sound. The glossy ibis is a skilled and methodical forager, relying more on technique and persistence than speed when hunting for food. Its most effective tool is its long, downward curved bill, which it uses to probe the soft mud and shallow water of wetlands. Unlike birds that hunt by sight, the glossy ibis often forages by touch, sweeping its bill back and forth as it walks slowly through the water. Sensitive receptors in the bill help it detect prey even when it's hidden beneath the surface. While not fast or aggressive hunters, glossy ibises are efficient and adaptive. They typically feed in flocks, often in rhythmic unison, covering a broad area together. This cooperative approach can stir up prey, making it easier for individuals to catch food. Their movements are slow and deliberate, prioritizing accuracy and consistency over speed. The diet of the glossy ibis is varied and largely depends on what is available in its wetland habitat. It feeds on a wide range of small aquatic animals, including insects, crustaceans, like crayfish, small fish, frogs, snails, and aquatic worms. During dry seasons or in more terrestrial settings, they may also eat grasshoppers, beetles, and other land invertebrates. Glossy ibises are opportunistic feeders, meaning they will adjust their diet according to the conditions and availability of food in a particular area. Their patient, tactile hunting method and flexible diet allow them to thrive in both natural wetlands and human-altered environments such as rice fields and drainage canals. This adaptability has played a key role in their widespread success across multiple continents. The glossy ibis breeds in colonies, often alongside other wading birds such as herons, egrets, and spoonbills. These colonies are usually located in shallow wetlands, marshes, or mangroves, where dense vegetation or small islands provide protection from predators. Glossy ibises are seasonal breeders, with the timing of breeding varying by region, generally occurring in spring and summer in temperate zones, and during or after the rainy season in tropical areas when food is abundant. Their nests are simple yet functional. A pair builds the nest together, usually as a platform of sticks and reeds, placed in low trees, shrubs, or even directly on the ground if flooding is not a concern. Nests are often clustered close together, showing the ibis's strong social nature. Pairs may reuse or repair old nests from previous years if the location remains suitable. A typical clutch consists of 3 to 4 eggs, though it can range from 2 to 5. The eggs are pale blue or greenish and are incubated by both parents, who take turns sitting on the nest. The incubation period lasts about 20 to 23 days, after which the chicks hatch with sparse down and closed eyes. The young are altricial, meaning they are helpless at birth and rely entirely on their parents for warmth and food. Both the male and female feed the chicks by regurgitating partially digested food into their mouths. The chicks grow rapidly and begin to leave the nest after about 2 to 3 weeks, although they remain dependent on their parents for food until they can forage on their own. They typically fledge, develop the ability to fly, at around 6 weeks of age. Once fledged, the young birds begin to join foraging flocks and gradually become independent. Glossy ibises are known to be highly faithful to nesting sites, often returning to the same breeding colonies year after year if conditions remain favorable. Please subscribe for even more combined with their strong parental cooperation. Don't forget, an adaptable comment has helped the species maintain stable populations across a wide and diverse range.